Hello guys, how is it going? So in our today's lecture we will learn about a new method of structural analysis, which is a drop test. Drop test means when we allow a object to free fall only for only acting force on this object is gravity, then how the result and how the structural deformation and the yield strength will be. To run drop test, we will draw a new feature. We will draw a mug, a coffee mug, and then run structural analysis on that. So let's get started. We will click on a new part. So here you can see. So let's first go to sketch and let's select right plane and let's click sketch. Okay, now let's we will first draw a center line here from the origin point. Let's draw a center line here. Okay, let's give some dimension. This will be the height of our coffee mug, so let's give it 25 centimeter. That will be fine. Okay, 25 centimeter will be okay. So now let's draw some line from this point. Let's draw a line like this. Okay, let's click escape and let's give some dimension from this point to this point. Let's keep it 15 centimeter. Let's give it 20 centimeter. No, keep it 15. 15 will be fine. Okay, and the bottom part here, let's keep it 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. Okay, now we will draw some features in here. To do this, let's click on line again and let's draw a center line here. Draw a line here. Let's click OK. And now let's select this center point arc here. And we will draw an arc like this, and we will click another line from this point to this point right here, and we will click OK, and we will give some dimension here. Let's first select this line and this line and make them tangent. Let's click OK, and let's give dimension to this line right here. We will give it 1.5 centimeter. Okay, and this point we will give it 6.5. all right, and this here is 2 diameter. Okay, let's keep it as it is. So now let's go to trim entities and trim this line right here. Okay, let's click OK. Now we will join this point and this point, and let's click OK. So now we will apply a revolve boss base on this drawing right here, and let's click OK here, and we will select this line here. We will just delete this, clear selection, and we will select this center line right here. Okay, so as you can see, it will revolve according to this it will revolve according to this center line here, and let's click OK. So as you can see, the shape has been created of a mug. So now the mug shape has been created. We will apply some shell on it to make it a coffee mug. So let's click on shell right here, and let's select this surface right here, and we will click on show preview. So as you can see, the here it is the thickness for the shell. If we want to increase it, let's give it 1.5 centimeter and let's click OK. Then let's click OK. So here you can see the mug has been created. Now let's apply some fillet in this mug right here. So let's go to fillet here and let's click fillet, and we will select this edge and just lower it to 0.5 and let's click OK. And let's apply some fillet in here also. So we want to apply fillet on this edge here. Okay, let's click OK. And in this inside layer we will apply fillet also. So let's click here, select this edge, and let's just make it 1.5 and let's click this edge and let's click OK. So as you can see, or let's just Ctrl Z and keep it as it is. So the mark has been created here, as you can see here. So now we will run drop test on this mark. So to do this, let's go to simulation and we will create a new study. And here you can if you drop down here you will see this drop test box right here. To let's just click on static, and if you want to run drop test, you will need to go to specialized simulation, and here you will see that drop test, and you will need to click this. So here the drop test name will be selected, and we will name it drop test of coffee mug, and let's click OK. So the study has been created. Now the next option is, as the previous studies, is applying material. So let's click apply material, and we here you can see we will apply custom plastic in here, which has mass density of 1020 and kg per meter cube, and the tensile strength is given here. So we will click on apply, and we will cross this here. So the material has been applied on this mug right here. Now the next option will be we don't have any connection advisor here. So the next option will be creating the mesh. We will create the mesh here. So here you can see we don't need to apply any force or torque or any kind of other load here. We will directly go to mesh density, and we will create mesh. Let's create a finer mesh, and let's click OK. So here you can see the mesh has been created. So now we will need to create a drop test setup. To do this, here it is a little different. We will now right click on this setup right here, and we will click on edit and define. So here you can see some option has been popped up here. First we will need to specify how we want to run the test. We want to run this according to height, or you can change it to according to velocity impact. So I will teach you this velocity impact analysis in the next video. So we will select on drop height, and we want to make it from the lowest point height. We want to make the height from the lowest point, that means from this point, and the height of here it is the height of impact. So if here it is, you can see that it is selected 1000 millimeter or 1 meter. So the surface here you can see I have selected top plane. So from the top plane the height of object will be drop down from 1 meter. So this is the specifications here. So and it will fall only due to the gravity magnitude, which is 9.81 universal value. So and we will keep this as it is, and the target have no friction coefficient. If you want to give any friction coefficient, you can give it. no problem. I will just keep it 0, and next I will click OK. So the setup has been completed for our drop test. Now we will run this study. So the study has been started running. Here you can see it may take some time, so I will just fast forward it. So the study has been completed. Here you can see it is showing us the result. So if you take a look at the legend here you can see it is here underneath the legend, it is showing some a new option called plot step. What it does, you can see different step of the analysis and the different step of impact and the result here, right here. If you just go back and forward, so to have a clear knowledge and to have a clear view, we will just click on this here, right click on this, and we will click on animate. So what it will do, it will show us the animation. So SolidWorks is running the animations here, right here you can see. So here you can see the impact, and if we slow down this here, you will see how the drop test is occurring, and when the material is when the mug is hitting the ground right here, as we selected, it is showing the result. If we just pause it and if we take a look at this, it is showing us in this plot step here, you can see it is showing us the 11th step. So if we go to backward, just cancel it, and let's just save the document, and we will name it drop test, and we will click OK, and we will click OK. So now let's go backward, and if we go to the first step here, sorry, let's just go to the first step by clicking this point. Here it is showing the first step right here. So when the mug will hit the ground, it will, the impact will be this area right here, this circular area, and if we take a look at this here, right here, the von Mises stress will be, if we zoom in here and we see the red areas here, the von Mises stress will be shown here. And if we move forward, just be careful with this moving forward button here. If you click it so frequently, it will take you to the editing option for the legend. So we will click it slowly. So here you can see step-by-step deformation and step-by-step change of stress, how the stress is moving to the whole cup by just clicking this button. And you can see the difference between the 11th and 12th here. In 11th step, this point right here was in the minimum amount of von Mises stress, and in the 12th step it is having the maximum amount of von Mises stress. So, and again in 13 and 14 the difference is, you can clearly see the difference in stress. So it's making some problem. Let's just move forward, and you can see here in this stage the bottom has is been taking the maximum amount of stresses, and in 24 the stress has been higher than the previous, and in 25 it is in a stable condition. So we will now see some other options how we can plot different type of result. If we right click on it, and here you can see that define stress plot, displacement plot, and the strain plot. The new option is define time history plot. If we click on it, here you can see here. Similarly, you can draw the time plot right here. So from this you can just, here it is showing the nodes here, the different number of nodes, and if you select any node and if you click OK, here it will show the time and the von Mises stress versus the time graph. Here you can see on node 95 it is showing the stress on node 95 in the different time stems right here. So this is how you can run. You can see how the impact changes and with time, and how the number of stress changes with time. If we just close it and if we select and show, just we will go to edit definition, and we will just go down here, and we will select a random node here, and if we go further down in this, and let's click on the we will select this node here, and you can directly select the nodes by clicking on them. So here, and we will click OK. So here you can see for different nodes, if we maximize it, for different nodes how the time has changed and how the number of stress has been changed. So this is how you can analyze the drop test. I hope I could make it clear to you guys. So let's now just save it. Okay, now in the next video, if we go to the setup, right click on and define and edit, in the next video I will show you how velocity impact changes, how we can specify velocity impact and run the drop test. So I will thank you guys for that time. I will catch you in the next one.